The fact of the matter is that love is a potent narcotic, and a breakup is still an ending regardless of how amicably it is handled. To put it more clearly, you are effectively grieving while going cold turkey, so it is no surprise that they can seem so utterly destabilizing. But in a world when popular media constantly feeds us stories or where we can find enlightenment via many forms of spiritual practice for healing, here are some of the most effective strategies to heal and move on after a breakup. For women, take the time to work through it. Allow yourself to grieve. After a breakup, it's normal to feel sad, angry, or dissatisfied. Do not attempt to suppress your feelings or act as if nothing is wrong. Instead, give yourself permission to experience and name your emotions. You can process your feelings and thoughts and get perspective by talking to others. During that period, prioritize by taking time to reflect for your own self-being. Hit the gym, move your body, get some relaxation and do things that make you happy. Be gentle to yourself and compassionate toward oneself. Try to keep your attention on the now by avoiding concentrating on the past or worrying about the future. Try to find joy in the little things and take each day as it comes. Resentment should be let go of because it will only make the healing process take longer. Instead, make an effort to forget them and concentrate on moving on. From this experience, learn, make the most of this encounter to discover more about who you are and what you want from a partner. Make a note of what worked and what didn't, and utilize this information to inform your future decisions. Remind yourself that it takes time to recover after a breakup, so be patient and nice to yourself. You'll start to feel better with time and effort and be able to go on. Time does heal. On the other hand, it is a well-established truth that the passage of time can be a crucial role in the process of repairing the emotional wounds that come along with a breakup for many people, including women. This is true whether the split was amicable or contentious. Also, it is extremely important to keep in mind that the amount of time necessary for a person to recover from the mental anguish caused by the termination of a romantic relationship can vary substantially based on the specifics of the scenario as well as the individual. It is very common for some people to experience their feelings and move on from a previous relationship in a slower and more methodical manner than others. Reaching out for support from loved ones, whether they be friends, family, or a therapist, can be a vital part of the healing process. This support can come in many different forms. Mute, unfollow and block. Muting your ex-partner's posts or stories can be a useful way to limit their presence in your social media feed without completely cutting them off. This can be helpful if you still want to remain connected to mutual friends or acquaintances, but do not want to see your ex-partner's content. Unfollowing your ex-partner on social media may be a more drastic step, but it can be helpful if you find that their posts or stories are triggering negative emotions or making it difficult for you to move on. Unfollowing them will remove their content from your social media feed and help you focus on your own healing process. Blocking your ex-partner on social media can be a more extreme measure, but it can be necessary if they are harassing or stalking you online. Blocking them will prevent them from being able to see or contact you on social media. Ultimately, the decision to mute, unfollow, or block your ex-partner on social media is something that needs to be done. Reason why: there is always a chance you fall weak and maybe try to reach out because you missing your partner based on your own needs and well-being. It's important to prioritize your emotional health and do what feels right for you. Take it as an opportunity to grow. Take time for self-reflection. A breakup can be a time to reflect on what you want in a partner, what you can improve on in a relationship, and what you will not tolerate in a relationship. This self-reflection can help you understand yourself better and make better choices in future relationships. Focus on your well-being. After a breakup, it is important to take care of you. This can involve getting enough rest, and engaging in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Pursue personal goals. A breakup can provide an opportunity to focus on personal goals and aspirations that may have been neglected during the relationship. Whether it's pursuing a career, starting a new hobby, or traveling, taking steps towards personal goals can be a great way to move on from the relationship and grow as an individual. Surround yourself with positive influences. Surrounding yourself with positive friends and family members can be helpful during a breakup. They can provide support and encouragement, and help you stay focused on your goals. Ultimately, a breakup can be an opportunity for women to grow and learn more about themselves. By taking the time to focus on pursuing personal hobbies, and seeking support from positive influences, women can move on from a breakup and become stronger individuals. Rebuild your self-esteem. After a serious breakup, self-esteem can take over. Identify and start paying attention to your thoughts and the way you talk to yourself. When you notice negative self-talk, challenge it and replace it with positive affirmations. For example, if you catch yourself thinking "I'm not good enough," replace it with "I am capable and worthy." Practice something new to keep your mind on the right tracks. Take care of yourself physically and emotionally. This includes eating well, exercising regularly, getting enough sleep, and doing activities that you enjoy. And avoid those who bring you down or criticize you. This will help you build confidence and feel more capable. Practice gratitude. Take time to appreciate the things you have in your life and the positive qualities about yourself. This will help you shift your focus away from your negative breakup. Remember, building self-esteem takes time and effort, but it is worth it. Be patient with yourself and practice these tips consistently. Learn to be happy on your own. Not everyone thinks that being alone is a good thing. Too often, being alone is confused with being lonely, but being alone and being lonely are not the same thing. Getting to a place where you enjoy being alone and, dare I say, are happy being alone, is a powerful place to be. Once you're used to being alone, it can be very grounding and satisfying. Before you can be happy by yourself, you have to get to know yourself. Building a relationship with yourself means getting to know yourself, just like you would with anyone else. You may think you already know yourself, maybe more than you want to know, but most of what you know is probably about who you should be and shouldn't be, not who you really are. After a breakup, some people tends to lose sight in who they are in this way. Getting to know yourself without making excuses is the first step to loving yourself and being happy by yourself. Learn what you will and won't tolerate anymore. While no relationship is perfect, understanding which behaviors are major red flags can help you in a long run. Not being a priority. It's time to change the dynamic. Emotional, verbal, or physical abuse, belittling your aspirations and dreams, should not be tolerated anymore. We go through a process where we mentally go over everything that led up to an event, like a breakup. When we feel like we have a pretty good idea of what happened and are happy with that. Even though it causes pain. It's not easy, but we get through the pain and move on. As humans, we know we have to work through these feelings before we can move on in a healthy way. But the minds need things to just make sense so we understand why. We need time to figure out all the things that went wrong in a relationship and why it ended. You might never know the exact, objective reason why things didn't turn out the way you had hoped. But if you work through your thoughts and feelings, you can come to a decision that is satisfying enough to heal after a breakup of a relationship. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe.